Hello and welcome to Towards a Better India. In this video, I want to raise an issue which has actually come to me from a lot of people and based on my own observations as well. The fact that any foreign tourist is basically stared at extremely in a very sort of manner which makes the other person extremely uncomfortable, and that is very true, and that's something in a way which makes tourists in India particularly very uncomfortable and very uneasy, because they have suddenly, see, India is a very crowded country. There are too many people, population is very high, and so anywhere where tourists go, there's quite a likelihood that there are a lot of people, and somehow these people end up staring at those tourists. Now unfortunately, I in this video I want to raise the issue that don't do that, but unfortunately I don't think the relevant audience would actually be listening to this video, or would actually be getting an opportunity, because mostly I've seen that it's really people on the street per se who are doing this. But I think if we can somehow raise an awareness that don't do this, don't do this, because this really makes people uncomfortable, makes them extremely uneasy, and that's not something which you should do. The reason they do it, I feel, is also because the number of tourists per se in India remains low, and especially when when we take into consideration the very high population of India, the very high number of people on the streets of India, this is bound to happen. There's a there's a whole melee of people all around, and there's probably one gora, two goris walking around, and they're definitely they're being stared at. Even if it's a guy, you will think that, oh, it's probably only the female tourists who get to be stared at, but actually even the guys, somehow even the men feel that there's everyone, they're staring at them, and that really makes people uncomfortable. And the solution per se, I think, lies in, one is sort of creating an awareness, but at the same time it's also to do with the fact that when you have more and more tourists coming in, when when people actually get to see, say, foreigners all around, they will stop, they'll gradually stop staring. A place in question would be Goa. There you don't see this phenomenon to such an extent. Whatever staring, whatever literally like this, that it happens is more of non-Goans, the Indians from other parts of India who also go to Goa as tourists. They are the ones who end up staring at these foreign tourists a lot more. The local Goans have somehow got used to it. We in other parts of the country also need to start becoming such that we don't stare at them, we don't make them feel uncomfortable, let them feel at ease. Trust me, this doesn't happen elsewhere. You go abroad, people just go about their routine life, so you don't feel uncomfortable, you don't feel that there are hundreds of eyes just glaring at you, and you're like an alien of sorts. So that's something which really needs to change. So that's what I wanted to raise in this video. Cheers.